see? Very ugly one, you see? Where got girl got mustache and green eyelashes one? Okay, sorry. Sorry, Dong Xin. Maybe this is the first time, I'm not sure how, because they are coming with the F words. This class is full of F. Agree now? Fiona, it's full of F, right? Fantastic, fun, fabulous, full of excitement, and think like a freak. Thank you very much. Let's start the lesson now. As I was saying, right, so the events, there are also Christmas. Uncle Raymond is also planning a Christmas event also at this marina there, a very big event, Christmas. That side I heard they got snow, but bullshit lah, snow. I think they're using foam instead of real snow lah, okay. Where got Singapore got snow? They said, my boss said, oh, got snow. I said, 老板，那个不是 snow, 那个是 foam. 哪里有 snow 的? Okay, but anyway, this is a few event coming up. If you are not traveling to overseas, please bring your families, your friends there. More details will be coming out. All works and no play. Because next year set 2, you're going to be very tough. Okay, Dong Xin, nice to see you today. Okay, so this month we are talking about police and army. So Dong Xin, every month we have different topics. Okay, so last month, what topic we have? Can you remember, Fiona? What is the last one topic? I can't remember. Was it what's the last one topic? Can you remember? So every month got different topics. Okay.
Outdoor games on.
Outdoor and indoor games. Yes. And then the previous one, the festival. Then talk about religion. So practically, don't say every month's different topics is to cover you, not for set 1 or sorry. If you are coming here for set 2 for next year, you're in the wrong class. I'm telling you. You know why? Because I don't prepare you for set 2. I prepare you for what, Fiona?
University.
Yeah, 你来这边是读大学，不是中2、中3、中4啊。Oh, by the way, today all my set 4 students just completed their O-level paper 1 and 2. Later I got to message them and see how they do. Last 2 years, surprisingly, their essay came out from the homework that I given to them. So I don't know this year got luck or not. So I think they are getting tired already. You know why not? Fiona and Wenpei and Dong Xin. Because today is paper 1 and 2 English. 3 years later is your turn to take your paper 1 and 2 for English O-level. And tomorrow they are doing another very heavy topic is history and geography. So practically, wow, a lot of writing. So practically what we are learning from here is not just writing. So sorry, Dong Xin, don't mind Wenpei and Fiona, just give me a while. Hey, Dong Xin, seriously, you can ask Fiona and Wenpei, and the other 2 boys now is on holiday mode. Haven't come in. By the way, whether you want to hand in homework or not, I don't give a bloody damn to you. I don't bother to tell your parents, correct or Fiona? If you feel like handing, you hand in. You don't feel like handing, it's none of my problem. You know why? Don't say. At the end of the day, you are the one who take exam, not me. The more you practice, the better you are. True not? Don't say. I'm not like that kind of teacher. Your 儿子李先生，你的儿子没有做功课请你这样 no please, you are big boy already Don't everything mommy daddy correct not? Don't say. Independence Okay, and when you hand in your homework, please hand in a good piece of homework like what Fiona did and Wenpei Don't hand in half-past 6 and the kind of thing last minute. 所谓临时不烧香，平时抱佛脚那种 homework Don't ever do that. Okay, and then don't lie to me If I ever hear you lying, cheating sorry you pay me $1,000. I also don't teach a liar and a cheater. Okay, I ever caught people in the exam before cheating So don't and sorry, by the way, you're speaking to a police officer here. I'm a volunteer police And where you stay, may I ask, Dong Xin?
Like Santorini.
Which part of Singapore are you staying?
Like Tampines.
Oh, so never mind. My duties are always in the north. I'm staying in Yishun. So my patrolling duties are all in Woodlands, Admiralty, Marsiling, Yishun. Tampines, that was my old house. I used to stay in Tampines at block 710 near the mosque there. Okay, I love the place Tampines. That was my first house when I bought my first house there. Anyway, thank you for coming in. So police and soldiers. So what are they? Are they important? Are they useful? Well, wait. My colleague asked me whether you are in or not, Dong Xin. So police and army. Last week, do we do this Fiona, about plus minus time and divide? Did we do the plus minus time and divide?
What?
Did we do the plus minus time and divide?
What is that?
Oh, don't have lah. That means don't have lah. Okay, good. That means don't have, huh? This one, did we do this one? Okay, ready? The three of you later, you must do this. So I'm using plus, minus, time, and divide about police and soldiers, okay? So let's do the plus, okay? I hate math. Okay, don't say I really hate math, but I can use this for math. Okay, ready? Plus, addition, I go by this way, plus, minus, times, and divide. In Singapore, we need to add more police officer and soldiers so that we can deter and detect and reduce crime and terrorists. Minus, so with the multiplications of more weapons and more advanced technology, we can divide the jobs between all the police officers and the soldiers so that we can make Singapore a safe place. So I use the plus, minus, time, and divide. Get it now, Wenpei and Fiona? So you can use it in your day-to-day study. For example, plus, minus, time, and divide. In order to add a bit of love inside the family, we must take away the negative from the family. In order to multiply more love, we need to divide our love among all our family members. You see? It looks very blur. I'm just giving an example only. Okay, for example, you can do this in your study as well. Say, I need to add more hard work inside my study so that I can take away all the negative things that I'm not good in. In order to multiply the efforts, I need to seek more help from teachers and friends who are able to do well. And I must divide my time equally well, as I need a work-life balance or study and work-life balance so that I can have a healthy lifestyle and study better. Get it? So it's not just that I don't think Dong Xing you use it in your school. Plus time. The plus time minus divide, the operators, the four operators, right? It's usually used in math, right? Fiona, correct? Right, Wenpei, correct. Get it now? Dong Xing, get it now? So, Fiona, are you ready to use the plus, minus, time, and divide in police and army? Think about it, huh? Think first, you all think first, huh? Later I come back to you, okay? You study history, right? Singapore history, huh? Right, Dong Xing, Singapore history, right? No, you express study Singapore history. You know the Sir Stamford Raffles, right? My cousin, and then the William Farquhar also my cousin. So what happened? I can use this. Sir Stamford Raffles asked William Farquhar to add more police officer. Correct or not? True? Right. And in order to take away all the negative of the secret society and take away the centipede and rodents. Right. And then in order to multiply the business to come to Singapore, he asked William Farquhar to go out to expand and to welcome all the traders and the businessmen and the ship to dock into Singapore free. And how you divide? So William Farquhar divided the administration work among his people so that Singapore are divided into what? Raffles style plan. Remember? Have you done the Raffles style plan already, children? Dong Xing, you ma? Have you done the Raffles style plan? You know the Chinese stay in Chinatown, the Malay stay in Geylang, the Indians stay in Little India, then the bloody hell, the rich people stay in a very atas place, a very rich place.对吗? So it divide, you see, Singapore into different zone. You see? Okay? You have to learn to talk like that. I just shared with my Set 3 student yesterday. I was telling that Wenpei and Fiona and Dong Xing is that 90% in your Set 1 to your university will be a lot of writing, 90%. But after you graduated from university, 90% will be a lot of talking and very seldom writing. Unless even you're a lawyer, you're doctors, you're engineer, you talk more than you write. True not, don't say. Right? Even the police officer like myself also, I will go around and meet up with people on the street everywhere. Then after meeting, I go back and write report and submit. Same thing. The teacher also talk a lot in his class. But of course, he will set paper and write and mark your paper. Same thing. Here, 90% is a lot of writing. But now I change. I need more talking. The more you talk, you'll be, you know what it's called? AIM. You have the aspirations your inspirations, and the motivation for success. If you don't talk, sorry. If the real world is like that, you need to talk a lot. So Fiona, if really you want to see how Uncle Raymond present myself on the November 30th and 1st of December, you will see. Okay, I will just be there in charge of the whole 300 store with thousands of people coming to visit the place. 300 store. All right, definition. The police enforce law within the borders of the state, whereas the military protect the society against external threats. The logic behind the methods utilized by two institutions is also different. Now, the two institutions we are talking about, the police and army. Traditionally, the army is interested in the warfare while the police are invested with public order. Now, Dong Sing, you might look at it, huh? 你跟我讲这些关我屁事啊? Can I help me now? So if you study history for Singapore, and it's a super boring, I really pity all of you. Because the 10 years ago, the Sec1 history is not about Singapore history, it's all about the world history, early civilization. Okay, the early civilization of the Huanghe and Yangtze-Jiang, and the Indus civilization from India, and then the Egyptian civilization, and then talk about the Asian civilization. But today we are talking about Singapore civilization, when Sir Stamford Raffles came to Singapore, and you're going to do it for the next 2 years. So bloody boring. Primary school also learn this, now you learn this. Then Sec 3, you learn about other history, which is talking about the Hitler, the World War II. So coming to that, why police and army is important. In the past, thousands of years ago, in the China history, all the way to the civilization of the Greece, the Roman Empire, the American Empire, the Japanese Empire, you name it now. We all need soldiers. But soldiers is not just to protect the country, but to attack countries. So recently, Fiona and Wenpei, Dong Sing, I like to watch TikTok. So got these religions guys saying, why do we need to have war? Where is your father? Where is your grandfather? Where is your great-grandfather who already passed long ago? So what? They attack and kill and conquer the world. Where are they now? Is it necessary to have a dynasty, to have a empire? Bro, even though he's a Christian, I'm a Catholic. I know war is WAR stand for wasting all resources. Okay, war is wasting all resources. But bro, we need war because we are fighting against bad people who have the bad ideas to attack other people. If China today, without Qin Shi Huang, to conquer the 6th state and make it, actually 7 states, make it into one great China, I think China will be like Europe. Agree not, Fiona? You'll become Holland, Denmark, Italy, France, Germany, correct, and Portugal. So you realize that the way we talk is not Dong Sing. You're Express student, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Are you Express? You're G3, right? G3, Sorry, I still cannot get G3, G2, G1. You know why not, Dong Sing? My eldest son is already 29 years old. My daughter is 25. And my youngest this year is PSLE. Okay, my son just completed PSLE this year. So it's like I have to start all over again about this stupid system about AL 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I find it stupid. I'm sorry. Okay. So why do we talk about interests of army and police? You might not think that it's not important now because you're still Sec 1, 2, but along the way, you'll move on to social study. Okay, don't say. Sec 3, social study is super important and it's compulsory. And one of the topics is about internal and external security. Now, I told you all right, Wenpei and Fiona and Dong Sing. If you have a house, you need external security, which is your CCTV, your security guard, and the patrol of the policeman, right? Of course. Then, of course, you must need internal security. That means you need a German Shepherd or maybe some security digital lock, something like that. Why? Number one, to protect your life, protect your property. Same thing, recently India got this stupid aeroplane. It fly through to Singapore. You know that they say there's a bomb threat. Do you know about this, Dong Sing? It's really, it's happened. You go and Google it, Indian Airways or something like that. And this idiot, the teenagers say that, oh, there is a bomb in the plane. Straight away, Singapore, 2 fighter pilots, F-15 Eagle, flew up, intercept the plane, and escort the plane down. You realize when you're sleeping nicely, good sleep, sweet dreams, all the auntie uncles from the police force, like myself, I don't do night duty, by the way, I do morning duty. Because I cannot do night duty, I will be very tired. I only do day duty. But some of my colleagues are doing midnight shift. You know, midnight also got people, 老公打老婆啊，喝醉酒回家打老婆，打了老婆又要抢他的钱，就再去喝酒赌博。哇，这种真的不是男人啊。Okay? And then at night, when we are patrolling that, do you know there's illegal immigrant 从那个印尼来的，还是马来西亚来，还是泰国来的，偷渡游泳来到新加坡。So our police, coast guard, and our army have to protect. Same thing in North and South Korea, same thing in China, same thing in any country. Right, Dong Xin, you agree now? So you are Singaporean, right? Are you Singaporean? Good luck to you, bro. At 18 years old, you either become a army or police or SCDF, right? Correct now. So you will feel proud of yourself, no? Seriously. Uncle Raymond served in the army in Singapore for 2.5 years. I served in the Ministry of Education for 7 years. Now I serve in the police force for 4 years. I'm proud of myself for doing something for the country. So you will be the next one, 2 years in the police or army. So that's why have you watched the movie called Our Boys to Men? No, you go and watch the Our Boys to Men. Fiona, you watch or not? Nice, right? My grandmother can run faster than you. Then you know you know one of the soldiers said, then ask your grandmother to run, no? Drop 20. Oh, 20, you want me to drop 30 cents? No, the drop 20 is a push-up, right? So don't worry now. The army that you have now, Dong Xin, is not as tough as Uncle Raymond time. The one you see, Fiona, you know, you bring the whole bloody cupboard down, right? And the bed down, right? It really happened to my era when I was in the soldiers. Damn crazy, seriously crazy. It's really that we really go and kiss the tree. I'm telling you, you're very stupid. We really go and kiss the tree. Okay, so let's talk about this. Who have more power, army or police? After reading this, tell me which is more important. Viola, can you read this?
Internal vs external security. Security can be broken into two areas, internal and external. By external, we refer to the set of security issues that deal with the network environments, user authentication, machine and domain relationships, and trusts and user profile storage come into play here. To better understand these, we will need to look at the NT approach networking first. Today, we'll instead look at the internal security issues.
I can't remember what's the NT stand for. Sorry, I don't want to give you the wrong acronym for NT. I think it's a nation's technology or something, or nation something like that. This is not from Singapore. So I'm just getting this from the Google. What you have read just now from here is that imagine you have to do a summary for this one, Dong Xin, or you know, some of my IT students will have this kind of things. We have the big chunk of words, and then you have to do a reflections. So let me explain to you. After reading this, what is my reflections? Few things, okay, write down, Dong Xin, is the so then how. So after today's lesson, your daddy and mommy ask you, so Dong Xin, what have you learned today? Then you say, oh, Uncle Raymond taught me this. The next question will be, then, do you find this lesson good or not? Then do you think it helped you or not? Then you say whatever say. The last question is the most important. So how do you still want to continue? How? Or do you just want to for trial lesson? How? Do you feel that it's beneficiary to you? No? Same thing. Whatever you do, same thing. Dong Xin, you go to in school, tomorrow you go to school, right? Correct. You got friend, the first thing that recess time, your friend will come to you, so bro, Dong Xin, 我们吃什么啊? Then 你就讲我们去吃碗汤面，我们吃面吃完了。Then your friend ask you, then 吃完了做什么啊？考完试了 then 我们去library library 去 lepak relax 做么呢？因为 library 可以玩 handphone。how you sure not? How if you go there will the DM will catch us? Don't worry Dong Xin, I'm a discipline master before. I know a lot of my students will go to library, pretend to look at the books and the handphone is in between the books. I caught them a lot of time and they always say, sir, please don't take my handphone away. Please don't tell my mother and my father to this handphone. You know what I asked them? Don't say the first thing. Hey, what game you play? Genshin or Minecraft or Roblox. The first thing they look at me, huh? You sure not? You know all these games or COD? You know what COD not? Don't say. What is COD? Cash on delivery. Then what is that?
Call of Duty.
你玩吗? Oh, you play? I download. I play halfway, I give up. My daughter is playing with her boyfriend. Middle of the night, play until they shout at each other at different block, at different area. And my mother thought it's like they're quarreling. One is in Hougang, one is in Khatib. Continue to play games. Don't say. Some of my ex-students already graduate and designing games. Don't play until addicted. So let me talk about this internal and versus external security. What this particular paragraph will say that whether you like it or not, in today's environments, everything is all about authentications, about password and code. True enough, last week we attend a police urgent meeting. Auntie don't sing, lost $450,000 through telephone scam. One day you might think, how come this auntie so damn clown or stupid? Lost 400,000, not monopoly money, no, Fiona. $400,000 on the telephone scam. I also cannot figure out, don't think why. You say $4.50, $450 possible, don't think. I ever got scammed for $1.91 and $1.81 on my bank account. Straight away, I call my DBS and say, hey, hello. Say, hello, somebody, I did not do this pay now for this Shopee, no. Then check. Oh, yeah, okay. So please refund me this money. And true enough, they found out data is a scam. And guess what, don't say, the person I talked to, the DBS, the guy, he also told me, sir, I also got scammed before. Huh? You work in the security in DBS, you got scammed. And my goodness, your friend mommy also lost $10,000. So this is not, you see, this is a very important issue, no. Do not listen and say, hello, 董事啊，你认得我吗？你懂我是谁吗？我刚刚换电话嘞，记得这是我是新电话，你知道我是谁吗？说董事，如果人家这样问你你懂我怎么回答？Hello， 你是 Raymond 吗 ？Raymond 死掉了，拜拜。还是他打给我，你懂我是谁吗？我不懂，这里是棺材店，都换了。我朋友更厉害，你知道吗？你欠银行1000块，你要 transfer， 你懂我的朋友讲什么？不用紧，我给你1万块，不用这么多，不用紧，我已经汇入给你1万块了，在哪里？几时我拿到？农历7月，你懂什么是农历7月吗？懂谁 ？The Hungry Ghost Festival. So what happened? The fellow cut off. 农历7月，我给你那个烧那个银子。So be careful. Ever since I joined the police, I've seen a lot of this kind of scamming call. They impersonate the police, and then where the kind of things they call. Please take note. Singapore governments will not call you to ask you for all the details. They will send a letter to you and ask you to proceed to the ICA or the police stations or whatever it is. They will not ask the 2 police officers, ding dong, knock on your door or things like that. We do, but we have warrant, we have everything. You have the right not to open the door for us, fair enough, okay? But we will pass the letter to you and say, okay, you must attend court because you 闯红灯，你没有去还钱，你没有还罚款，所以已经1个礼拜 court 来这边跟你讲，你再不还钱，你就会坐牢，对呢？懂心 correct 了？如果你没有犯罪的话，你不用怕。他会说，你的 passport 完蛋了什么 ？OK， check, go to the website and check on it. So, Wenpei, may I ask how your mommy friend lost 10,000 through telephone or what, or by thing?
I don't know, but I think it was someone SMS her, then say she got job offer or whatever.
Oh my God.
But
Then she submit the $500 first. to choke the place, that kind of crap, right?
I don't know, but it was $10,000 renminbi, not SGD.
Sorry, whether 是人民币1万块还是印度币还是台币还是泰铢什么，也是钱，对不对？ It's still money. 就那东西 and Fiona, it's still money. 可是这些诈骗集团全部都是在缅甸 Myanmar or Cambodia, and they use these people to force them even after that they will kill them, they sell away their organs. 天下没有不劳而获的东西。Then I got a student ask me, Uncle Raymond, why do you think these people do this? So there's a few reasons. Some of them 走投无路，欠人家大耳窿钱。Some of them, their parents or their children need to transplant kidney. Medical bill very expensive, no choice. So my advice to all of you study them freaking hard to earn a degree and then look for a good job. I'm not saying that 那些扫地工人、那些洗碗盘的工人还是清洁工人 they are sucks. Don't think. When I quit my MOE job, I went to work in Starbucks. I wash plates, I throw rubbish. And then last 2 years, I worked in a Japanese restaurant. I barbecue the beef and all this. It's called Gojishu restaurant. Okay, I clean, I mop the table, I sweep the floor, everything. I got 2 degrees and 5 diploma, no, bro. People ask me, why you do that? 很丢脸吗 Fiona? 我很丢脸吗？我这种工作很丢脸啊。你觉得丢脸吗？我不觉得丢脸啊。我没有跟人家借钱偷钱啊。我用我的劳力去做。You know, after going through all these jobs, I really appreciate people. So next time when I go to restaurant, last time I don't give a damn if you I'll eat or anyhow just make the table dirty. Wow, then ever since I become a F&B, I clean the table, then I appreciate. So now I go to restaurant and eat, I make sure I clean the place, make the place neat and tidy. My uncle in New Zealand and Australia told me, a carpenter and plumber in Australia can earn $5,000. Australian money, $5,000. So it's not about the occupations, okay? And by the way, Dong Sing, I'm a volunteer police. My 1 hour pay for the police is $5.20. I'm not kidding you. If you don't believe me, you go to Singapore Police Force and check. Volunteer police is $5.20. Back 2 years ago, I only paid $4.60 or $4.80 only. The superintendent asked me, why do you think you want to serve police officer? It's only $4.60 when McDonald's pay you $8. You know what I say, Dong Sing? I want to protect my country. I want to make sure my fellow citizens will sleep well and ensure there is no crime. I'm passionate to ensure that Singapore will be safe and sound. When tourists come and visit Singapore, they feel this is a good place. Sir, it's not about money that I want to serve in the police force. It's my passions that I want to serve in the police force because I feel honored and privileged to serve my country, even though it means to take my life away. Thank you, sir. So the rest is history. So you see, it's how during your interview, Fiona and Wenbei, how you talk to people, how you present, to impress as to express, not to depress, so that you won't feel stressed. So with these topics here, is exactly, thanks Wenbei for sharing your please download the Scam Shield. Do you have the Scam Shield? Okay, can you go and Google in the apps? If you're iPhones, I don't know, but if you're Oppo, it's called the Scam Shield. Every time when I do my police duty, I will ask the auntie, akong, ama, auntie, akong, ama, do you download the Scam Shield? This Scam Shield is actually inside your handphone. Any intruder, this is from police. Don't say, this is from the Singapore Police Force. I'm not kidding. You will see a wolf or see a fox inside, and any call will come in. They will ban them. They will block them. Because in the Singapore Police Force, this is live recording. I'm not joking with you. Okay, because all the number that you come in now, we will have a database in the police force already. Get it? It's just like the illegal immigrant coming to Singapore, right? So once you check your IC, oh, this guy is illegal, or another guys who say want to come to Singapore and they did not serve national service, And then they see the IC come out, oh, this guy ran away from national service. The first thing, this guy will get locked up. So everything is internet. And please study the computer. It's so important. Why I'm telling you, Dong Xing? Because I graduated as a business IT computer. Nothing to do with degree in English, nothing to do with degree in history, but I'm teaching history, social study, and English. Okay? All right, thank you for this one. Now let's move on to this. What is the difference between this picture and this picture? Okay, I don't want to talk too much. Can you tell me, Fiona, what is the difference? A picture speaks 1,000 words.
I think from the picture, I see that the military police has more job than the police one lah. Cause like they work in like a very like how do I say, like it looks pretty deserted, and then the police has a motorcycle and it looks so shiny and fancy, man. And all he just does is just like patrolling lah, and then yeah, and then I just feel like the military police does more job than the normal police.
Fair enough, fair enough. Thank you very much. How about Wen? That's all, Fiona. Thank you.
The military police,
Yeah.
they serve the country by fighting other countries, but the police serve the country by protecting the people inside the country.
Thank you very much. Any more?
No.
Thank you, sir. And thank you, ma'am. Sorry. Okay, so thank you, Miss, not ma'am. Thank you, Miss. Auntie Wenpei. Thank you, Auntie Wenpei. Because your eyebrow very green, it looks like auntie to me. Okay, Dong Xing, what do you think about the also thank you, Uncle Fiona, just now. With your nice mustache there. Dong Xing, what do you think about this picture? Back to you.
I think it's the military police because like I think it's the like the military person
Carry on, then.
because like like technically like they have to like take care of a dog like yeah or
Hello,
a
brother.
police.
Even the police also got dog, got canine, correct now? Remember? You go to airport or everywhere, they also got police dog. Okay, never mind, carry on.
And like mostly
Imagine that Dong Xing, this is a picture for O level. How? Use the soul then how? That's all. Any more?
like police officer like it's mostly in a better place compared to the military person.
Okay. That's all.
Yeah.
Thank you. Anyway, military police is only handled in the military. The military police is only handled when the soldiers AWOL, absent without official leave, run away, 就是逃兵. A military police is to guard a camp. He will not involve out of anything that is a camp. So a military police is someone that makes sure that the soldiers follow the rules and regulation in the army. In the army only. And this MP, this is called MP, military police, will ensure that the premises are well taken care of, no intruders. And during World War II, the Japanese military police is called the Kampatei. The German soldiers is called the secrets, it's called the SS trooper, German under Hitler. So the Japanese Kampatei, I tell you, Dong Xing, Fiona, and Wenpei, this military police during the World War II, the Japanese Kampatei, is damn freaking horrible, terrible, and vegetable. What happened? My dad told me, and my grandfather went through World War II. This military MP Japanese will go around to the house and search for some people who want to attack Japan, Japan, and so-called these guerrilla fighters or anti-Japanese people. So they will pump water to your mouth, your stomach will bloated out, then they'll step on your stomach, or they'll pull out your fingernail. If you go to this the Fort Canning, not Fort Canning, this way, the Fort Factory, where the Japanese occupation, I brought my student there when I was in the secondary school. They literally use the long stick and poke through the ear. If any people were to listen to a radio about Western radios, Western news, okay, and they found out they'll take a bloody long stick and poke through your ear. Seriously, that bad. And you know when Mr. Lee Kuan Yew, when he was young, during Japanese occupation, I think he forgot to bow properly. He was made to kneel down for half a day. And thank God he know how to speak some Japanese word, and kind enough he will let go. So this Kamputai is a very fearful group of people, because they have the power during World War II in Singapore. They will just arrest anybody. So and now the police, no more police. It's the Kamputai, the military police, rule the whole entire Singapore. You can just go to your house and take your chicken and egg, or pee outside your house, or even go and take the girl and rape the girl and molest the girl and kill the girl. Nobody there to stop them. That's how bad it is. Okay, but now in the present, this dog actually German Shepherd, whether it's anyway, the police also, we also got canine, got dog. But this dog here is actually to sieve out 那个逃兵 the soldier that run away from war, from war or from duty. It happened before, don't say. Okay, one of my soldiers, I was not in charge. One of my training ran away. So end up they got caught by this MP, handcuffed, and then worse, I tell you, if you are serving in the army and you run away and you play some truant, your jail term will extend for another 6 months. So instead of 2 years, it becomes 2.5 years, or can be 3 years. And the prison in military is damn freaking horrible, I tell you. It's really nightmare. I ever went to Changi prison before. I brought my student there. I tell you, it's horrible. The military prison is even double worse. Okay. So the Changi prison, I tell you seriously, I will never want to go and visit the prison again. It's damn bloody horrible. Okay. And then the military police, I never been there before, but I heard those people who are in the prison come out, I tell you, the whole body is like suntan. Every day run with a bag of, like, you know, the Songhe 5 kg rice with a sandbag and run like that. Okay, and then everywhere they go, they have to squat down and kneel down, and their head have to bow down. That bad. So, okay, you get some idea about military police and police. Why? What happened if there's a comprehension passage talking about this type of thing? Or what happened you came across a listening compre? What happened if you see a poster like visual graphic text? So roughly you know whether military police or police, their role and duties are the same, is to detect crime, to deter a crime, and to defend the property. So 3D, to detect crime, to deter crime, and to defend. Okay. So which one is more important for a country? So my dear Fiona said this, Xinjiang not here anymore for the time being. According to that, it might start next month, another month, or next year. So I'm not sure. So next is like police. Which one of your choice? Okay, this one we'll talk about it later. Oh, Carl is not in already, I think. Yeah, we will not take Carl in. Where's my mouse not moving? Okay, let's talk about by police. Okay, how it is. Okay, come. We did last week, we do the soldier poet. Calling all police poets, police poetry columns highlight some of the inspiration, moving, and funny poems authored by readers. Okay, we have done this in set 1 for poems, so now this is a poem about police. Last week, Wen Pei and Fiona, we did the soldier one, right? Correct. So now we do the police. The Policeman Fight is by Richard White, who has 10 years of law enforcement experience in the greater Houston area back in USA. Houston is also quite high crime rate. Philadelphia and New York is also one of the worst in US. He wanted to write a poem that would give outsider and insider's perspective on the hardship faced and the sacrifice made by the LEO. The police, I think it's called the police, with the ultimate goal to create awareness and appreciation for what police officers do. Ready? Let's go. I am a policeman, and this is my fight. As I tuck in my family and I kiss them goodnight. I tuck in my family. So this 4-word stanza is to say that as a policeman, I'm always on duty to fight crime, But when I left my family home, I tucked them means on the bed, right? I tucked them and kiss them good night. That means this policeman is doing graveyard shift, night duty. Okay, I took one last look, drawing everything in. For I'm not sure if I will see them again. Oh my goodness. As a police officer in US, you know it's very dangerous, Fiona. Okay, not like Singapore or touch wood, okay. Once you put on that kind of police uniform, there are chances. In Singapore, there are quite a few police officers die. Okay, Dong Sing. Every year, Uncle Raymond have to do combat technique trainings. How to learn how to handcraft. As if I don't know how to handcraft people, right, Dong Sing? I mean, trained to handcraft and how to unarmed combat, all these things. But every year, Dong Sing, we have to go back and practice this. And every year, my instructor will tell me during their younger times, they have seen the gangster in Singapore, crimes. No, literally, the police got killed by gangster and by some suspect running away. Usually it happens to young police officer. Most of the time, that doesn't mean senior one. Of course, back in the 60s and 70s, we got this gangster holding pistol, gun, shooting at the police officer. I won't be surprised that now they also do have all this thing. All right, so it's dangerous job. That's what it meant in this stanza here. I put on my uniform and strap on my vest. So this is a bulletproof vest. I prepare for the worst and hope for the best. Best and best. Best and best. Okay, it rhymes to say that I put on the vest to protect my life and hope that nothing will happen to me during my tour of duty for the 12-hour shift. I affix my gun belt. Well, I do that. I don't carry pistol or don't say. I only carry baton and handcraft and walkie-talkie. Make sure all is secure. I say one final prayer for Saint Michael to hear. Okay, now let me tell you what is Saint Michael. Saint Michael is actually a saint. Okay, a saint that is like, you know, when did good things. Usually when you have Saint Michael, Saint Peter, Saint Thomas, and sorry, Dong Xing, are you a Christian? Dong Xing, are you a Christian? You're not Christian, so let me explain. I'm a Catholic. So for now, when we pray to Saint Michael, he's actually a warrior. So every saint 好像你懂《西游记》right？它有四蜈蚣，有哪吒，有关公，还有什么？还有二郎神，对吗？所以不同的神有不同的 function。所以 Saint Michael 是一个好像 warrior 来的，就是说他每次去打仗还是做什么 ？We will pray to Saint Michael to pray for peace, to pray for bravery. You learn about the Christian story. Where you learn from, Fiona? You're not Christian, right? Are you? No, right? You're free
No,
thinker.
I'm a free thinker, but then like I just learn random stuff like the Christian ones. I also learn like Buddhist and Greek and
Very good.
Roman mythologies and stuff.
By the way, next year, no, sorry, when you're set 3, set 4, social study talk about religions also, about why religions is important. You know, 每个打仗都是为了 religion, 对吗？ Like you see the Israel and Palestinian and Hamas 也是为了 religion. So Saint Michael 是一个 saint 一个 saint S-A-I-N S-A-I-N-T, sorry, it's a saint. So Saint Michael is a warrior. So anyone they also got Saint Joseph, Saint Peter, Saint Luke, Saint Raymond. Really got Saint Raymond, not me, not me. Saint Raymond, Saint who Saint George also got a few a lot of 这些 apostle 就是所谓的 Jesus 的徒弟，还是他们以前是做 priest 的，好像 Mother Teresa， 你懂谁是 Mother Teresa, right? In India, all these people are become saint 懂性，是因为他们有 miracle happen. So let me share with you this Saint Joseph. Was it Saint Joseph or Saint Francis? Sorry, it's a true story on Dong Xing and Fiona and Wenpei. Wenpei, you come from Catholic school, you should know lah. Alright now, all the saint got reason why you are from Saint Nick, you should know. Every time Friday got chapel, we'll talk about all these saints. Okay, so one day, this Saint Francis, I think it's Saint Joseph or Saint Francis, I can't remember, so sorry. In France, he was a very notorious guy. Very 坏蛋，去到哪里每个人都很讨厌他，都打他，他每次好像是霸道来的。So one Friday, the mother want to pass on already died. Is asked on the deathbed, say, son, come over. Say what? Say, mom. Say, please, before I go, please turn over a new leaf and be a good boy, okay? Don't do bad things. I'm not there always to watch you. So the son is say, okay, yeah, answer like that. Then mom passed away. and suddenly he just turn something calling him. He really turned over a new leaf. He become a friar. A friar 就是去传教，好像那个唐三藏去传教。So suddenly he turned to become a friar and slowly become want to be a monkhood, a priest. So certain part of the France are all very notorious 很坏蛋的。So they tell him, say, don't go to that town. That town is full of naughty people, violence. Then you know what he say? Who can be more violent than me? I used to be a very violent, very villains, very monster. Who can be more worse than me? And true enough, he went down to a lot of villages, and guess what? Dong Xing, he transformed the whole entire town to become Christian. Wenpei, if you dare to go to a school and ask, okay, this story was saved by one of the priests in St. Joseph institutions. By one of the priests, okay? I love my Catholic. It's only Catholic we got all these Saint. Those non-Catholic one, they don't have St. Michael, St. Peter, St. George, St. Thomas, or even St. Raymond. So now you understand. So if you are reading a point and say, who the hell is St. Michael, man? Shit, I never learned this. So now, Fiona, you know according to the book of Matthew, blessed are those who keep the peace. So Matthew is another apostle. 就是那个徒弟这样。我巴上 I confront evil every day. Just read your local press release. For I am a sheepdog. I protect the flock of sheep. So like Jesus, who was a 看羊的, okay, a shepherd who look after the sheep. To prevent what? Against the hero's pack of wolves. 就是那些坏蛋 that harasses them when they sleep. Sheep and sleep. Wow. A very simple rhyming and also a very simple sentences to in line with protect the flock of sheep when they sleep. Release, what else? Sheep, no, don't have peace and release. I embark on my shift, so much work to be done. Writing report and citation. Citation is like, have you buckled up your seatbelt? Have you locked your door? Have you checked your wallets before you leave the train? Okay. Make sure that there is no upskirt. You know what is upskirt now? Dong Xing, Wenpei, and Fiona. Do you know what is upskirt now? Wenpei. Dong Xing, you know what is upskirt now? Fiona, 你不懂什么是 upskirt？ 懂啊？哈，你这个变态，你懂啊？Okay, don't get angry. 你笑的时候有酒窝很 cute 啊。Okay, 生气的时候也是有酒窝 very cute。upskirt 就是偷拍人家的女孩子的裙在 escalator 上去的时候，在 MRT 用那个 camera phone 偷拍那个 skirt 你每次去 MRT 你就会听到这个。If you happen to come across anyone do upskirt, please report to the station control. 有吗？听过吗？东西？没有啊？你们没有坐 MRT 啊？Come on 啦 ，have 啦。
从来没有过嘞。
有，我最近坐 MRT 就听这个，听到 Oh my God, seriously. I mean, this few weeks I drive, but I don't drive to Orchard Road. I don't drive to Marina Bay. That one, the parking 1 hour is $250. You park 5 hours is $10 So I took an MRT. They'll say if you caught anyone, upskirt is a serious offense. You will be sentenced and caned, a heavy punishment.
I think it depends on what line and which station.
Oh, okay, fair enough. That means they got data showing that. Oh, okay, maybe the one I go is Orchard areas. Maybe, yeah, Orchard areas and all this. And seriously, every time I take MRT, I'm very observant to see around people. No, I'm not saying I want to see upskirt. I'm seeing people, the handphone, the camera, all these things. As a police officer, 我很奇怪嘞，职业病啊。我每次看那些人不爽，好像很多 tattoo 就我疑神疑鬼。那有时我看到我太太出去my wife will say, "Why are you looking at?" Oh, sorry, dear. 我觉得那个人很欠扁，很 suspect。没办法，董信。When I put on my police uniform, I ever came across one uncle come and tell me, 你们警察很有空站在那边看人而已哇 I feel like telling him off 嘞。我们警察做事在那边看人，关你屁事。But later we found out 董信，他头脑有问题的。 OK，但是个老 uncle dementia 你懂 dementia 吗？老人痴呆症。Alright, so let's go back to this one. So now you know what station. These are outskirts is a very big crime, or even pickpocket, or even molest. Okay, all these is a very serious offense. Don't ever do that. Okay, carry on. Chasing a felon with a gun, suspect, a bad person. For each time is different, obviously. Even you are a soldier or policeman, every single second when you're out of the street, and you're out of the battlefield, anything can then happen to you. Seriously, it's no joke. Get to experience something new. Yeah, I've been experiencing 2.5 years in the army, very new. 7 years in the education, every day is also very new. And now with the police for 4 years, I'm honored to join in 2020. You know why not? Don't say. Because 200 years ago, so Sanford Raffles and William Farquhar started the police department in Singapore. You got minus 2020 minus 200. It's in your history textbook. So I got a medal of it. I got a medal for that particular. Okay. Sorry, when are we going to work another 200 years? By then, I think you and I will already die already. Maybe it's your grandson. Okay. All right, let's move on. Have to stay mentally prepared for each crime that I pursue. Very true. Not only mentally prepared, physically prepared, and also emotionally prepared. What happened? One of my colleagues told me, you ever witnessed a girl jump down from HDB flat? He persuade her until cannot take it. 她真的跳下去 traumatized. And then 还有一个他开枪 bam 打死那个人，不是你死就是我亡，很可怜哦，不会可怜的。如果那个 suspect 拿那个刀来 charge at you 你当然是要开枪protect 你自己的。可是有时候那个枪可能不是走火他刚好他要射他的脚，他跳上去 boom 中他的 stomach，对吧？董事你懂我意思吗？ First thing is to shoot the leg so that injured you cannot run. But sometimes when you want to shoot the leg, but the suspect jump out or move a bit, boom, the bullet goes straight, but the body slant, boom, hit the heart, hit the lung, hit the stomach, bye-bye. If the stomach, that boom, it means the stomach gone. No need to think. If the bullet goes through the neck, also no need to think. Okay. The things I've seen will suppress your worst nightmare. Some things are too horrific and too graphic for me to share. Yeah, you tell me about it, man. Let me stop here for a while. So go by forth. Yeah, I'll just share with you. This is also a true story. When I was off duty, I went to my locker room to change. A few of my police officers came back. You know what? They say, 哇，很可怜。然后我就问他什么事情？一个老奶奶死在家里 for 5 days。你懂他怎么死吗？董鑫，他不小心跌倒，嘣，跳到椅子，嘣，躺在地上。So they got blood stain. The worst thing already, they got maggots. You know it's maggots? Yes, got maggots. Yeah, I like the way you know how the moment they open the door, the whole entire room is filled with that kind of wow. You 那个衣服都会臭Seriously, that bad. And then Dong Xing, you see, Uncle Raymond has been teaching 30 years. Some of my ex-students, he become my police officer. So I got about few police officers, and I'm so glad this year I got one student who's going to study law, my favorite subject. So this ex-student of mine also in the same police department. He told me, Uncle Raymond, there's one I went to attend a case 你懂那个人他的头掉进马桶，说他的水一直流流到那下楼下，不是水滴他就叫人开门没有开，他一开门那整个脸肿到好像 like don't know what。我说哇 Uncle Raymond, that day I cannot take my lunch. The image is still inside me. The whole face broken out. Wen Bei, can you imagine? Wow, it's like 肿到不是I say I don't want because he came and visit me that day because I was sick. And another one, Wen Bei, this one I cannot take it. A true story. A child jumped down from condominium just because he scored 89 marks. because the mommy want 90 marks. 文贝 you might, huh? 哎，董信89分的 for 100已经不错了哦，是不是？有的89分，你说好吗？好了吗？对吧？他只是刚好那个 exam 少1分呢，每次都拿90多分呢。你要讲东西吗？You want to say something? These are all true story. The sheer evil that exists is far from in decline. Yeah, it's true. Doesn't mean Singapore got no crime. Low crime, LOW, low crime doesn't mean no crime. Just to be clear, there are a select few who put their life on the line. The line means the front line, putting their life to protect more lives. Because the only thing required for evil in this world to win is for good men to do nothing, which is far greater sin. Sin and win. So in order to prevent evil to win the world and not to let the good men to do nothing, we must do something to protect. Yet this responsibility comes at a great sacrifice. There's a permanent target on my back. Some of us pay the ultimate price. So people come from back lah, attack you. They don't attack you in front, they attack you from behind or any angle. You never know. Okay. I've lost some good friends, sad memories from the past, victims of divorce, corruptions, and their families being harassed. I ever seen that. Huh? The husband beat the wife like shit. I ever attend a case. Okay, Dong Sing, the old man came out. He said in Cantonese, how is my son? So I asked my colleague, what do you mean? You know what happened, Dong Sing? The son beat out the mother. Yeah. Beat out the mother. It's like, what the? And the mother is in hospital. The father is about 70 years old. The son is about 40 plus. Of course, now after beating out the mother and doing some things, he was in the lockout lah. So he asked my colleague in Cantonese, Dong Sing, 我個仔點樣啊？有冇得食啊? So my police officer didn't understand Cantonese. Raymond, translate please. I look at my officer. I want to ask that guy, not my officer. He asked the son die already or not? I cannot say that. He say he asked whether the son locked up got food to eat. Is he doing well? Then my officer will look at me. What the? He beat out the mother and do that son to the father like that, and the father has a fatherly love. He still can ask, how is my son? And the next question he asks is, how is my wife doing in the hospital? It's not the other way, no, Fiona. It's not he's asking, how is my wife doing in the hospital? He asked his son first. And his son has been beating the mother, his wife, and also pushing the father. And yet you can see, I was like, oh, what the? Huh? It's like, then I explain to the uncle, 你個仔唔有得食，喺入邊你個老婆咧喺醫院有人就照顧。So in Chinese, in English, your son is in lockup. Yes, got food to eat. Don't worry. That's all. Then I say, your wife is now in the hospital recuperating well, got people to take care of her. They say, 多謝. You know it's 多謝, right? Thank you. So they ask me, 警察officer. So how? The next thing, he never asked, when is the wife discharged? He asked, when is my son is going to discharge? What the? It was like, huh? I turned around, I look at my officer. So how, sir? How to answer? Then he said, your son will be locked up permanent. Don't say that. He said, not sure yet. The next question, the third one, very funny. Oh, they say my wife, they asked my wife, your wife will stay for a while. So the next question, when can I see? I thought he said, when can I see my wife? You know what he said? When can I see my son? Huh? It's not when can you see your wife? When can you see? 3 questions, all related, asking about the son. So 我求求你们你们做错什么事情？你看你们父母亲都是永远sacrifice for you， 永远为你做最好的。Because you know why not, Fiona? the great old man will know that even the wife is now in hospital. Hiya, my son don't know lah. It's not his fault. Because when he was young, I did not spend time to educate him. He came home drunkard, asked for money to go and gamble. So honestly, children, sometimes 70% you have to take the blame. Your responsibility, your blame, the BLAME. The 30% is 10% your parents, 10% your environment, and 10% your friend. 所谓近朱者赤，近墨者黑。你们不可以拿180%的那种 responsibility， 不是说180%的那个punishment， 180% 100% 的那个怎么讲的那个 burden 呢 ？70%， 因为有时候 10% 父母亲没有好好教导，也是一个问题。交错朋友也是一个问题。你听过孟母三迁吗？有哦，孟母听过吗？懂心？孟母三迁，你去问 daddy 妈咪。孟母是孟子，就是孔子的徒弟。他妈妈搬3次家，是为了他儿子找到一个很好的环境读书。第一次他搬家的时候是杀猪、杀羊、杀鸡，他的儿子就拿刀来做。第二个是搬去一个地方，全部都是做笑的，就是死人的地方。他说不可以，不可以。第3次他搬去捏孔子的地方。然后孟子就去看在那个门口看孔子教书，然后最后他就是孔子其中的一个3000个其中的一个最好的徒弟。Okay, accident, suicide, depression, and PTSD is a very post-trauma symptom disorder. That means when you see your colleague die in front of you, or you see someone jump down in front of you, like my case, when I see the old man telling me about the son, until today, I still have inside my brain, I cannot take away from it. I see my students die when I was teaching, die, seriously. He did a headshot like that. He was in the police. It was happened in the news. Okay. He played Russian roulette. He killed himself. According to that, he was a police officer. But when he was doing duty, he shot himself. The other student died because of overdose of drugs. Panadol. A Malay girl. Another student also died of car accident. So PTSD is like a trauma when you see someone in front of you or anything. I've seen a lot in my 7 years of teaching. Some of the students really poor thing, very sad. Some even has to forced to go to boys' home, but it's not his fault because the father is drug addict. The mother ran away. The uncle, wife don't want to make him to stay in the house, so no choice, he have to stay in boys' home. He's one of the top students, and he's an Indian student. A soldier, a teacher, and a police officer, these 3 is not an easy job. And thank God I committed myself to that. And I've seen a lot of bonuses when I see people turn over a new leaf. I thank God every day. These things have not happened to me. It happened to me. Okay. So sure, we have our share of corruptions, but it pales in comparisons to the alternative or attorney and the athlete. Attorney is the lawyer, the judge, okay, the person who fight in the court case, the financer, of course, you know it's finance, and politicians. The numbers speaks for themselves. The research is overdone. Less than half of 1% with displays of badge and gun. Which this is talking about the US, where the guns issues are very bad. So be cautious and careful of the stories on TV that paint a negative pictures of my brother, sister, and me. So saying that the police officer like George Floyd, who killed the black guys during the process of handcuff him. And by the way, Fiona, I stopped here for a while. Maybe I can show you the next pictures. Recently, I'm teaching an IB student. A Singaporean is now in Shanghai, IB student. He's talking about Black Lives Matter, you know, right? 黑人的命也是重要. So they are doing this, a 17 years old boy writing about 1,400 words. If I have the chance, I will show you his essay. So we spent 2 hours going through his essay about how Black Lives Matter in US. You know, right, Dong Sing, you know, Black peoples in US are always discriminated, prejudiced, right? And true enough, I got a few students who are now in United States. They migrate there. So they always say that they got being discriminated. When I was in London study, the moment I alight in the airport, I also get discriminated. Very sad. My brother-in-law went to UK and study, also got discriminated. That essay that written by this student, IB student, also talk about the color scheme. And true enough, every time when the black people on the street, they will think that they are always bad people. Black become bad. And the same thing in Singapore. They always say, if taking drugs, must be the Malay. If it's drunkard, 喝醉酒 must be the Indian. And if it's a loan shark, 大耳窿借钱 must be the Chinese. You realize these are very stereotyping. Okay, don't do that. Stereotyping 就是说一定是这个马来人做错，华人做错，印度人做错。我跟你讲一件事我最讨厌就是抓到那些rapist 强奸犯。我跟你讲，I can tell you 他会变成太监。Sorry 他会变成 You know why not? There was this case when we doing practice So Raymond, this is a rapist. Huh? What are you going to do? I'm going to make him become a eunuch. 我一定打死他。Cannot right? 不可以吗？对吗？This is just a case study lah. My officer want to disturb me. Say, sorry, why you purposely choose this case? Yeah, when you go out, it can be any case. But why you choose rapist? He know that because I always argue with him. Rapist must die. You know, recently got this Indian doctor. He was gang rape and killed. And then you guess what? Don't say 那些人逍遥法外. I think some of them just lock up and that's it. Nothing happened. It's a true story. That was 2 months ago when an Indian doctor, a lady, was doing duty and was gang raped by a few Indian guys. And after that, these few Indian guys were locked up. I think two of them was come from a very well-to-do family. They cover up. You know about that, Wunpei? No, seriously, you can Google now if you want. You can Google what you want. So there's a TikTok on Dong Sing and Fiona. So this TikTok one, do you think India will overrun China? Will take over China? Wunpei. I only got one student say yes, provided the leaders are very good. Nonsense. Even how good the leader is, no way. 对吗，董事？我不要给你30年，我给你300年我不觉得印度会超越中国5000年历史到现在还是中国是 number one. Because my ancestor come from China, and my surname is Song 是宋朝的宋，唐宋叶明清宋朝，而且我这个宋朝有谁懂吗？包拯包公还有岳飞I'm very proud of my surname, bro. And I love China history, okay? So why, you know why not, Dong Sing? They got this thing, yeah, why is this poem very long? You haven't seen my poem, bro. I also wrote poem. Write down this one, all of you. The caste system in India will never be able to get rid one. 我有跟你讲过是吗 Fiona? Caste system. There are 4 castes. Go and Google this one. This is very important because one day you will come across this 东西. This caste system 就是说4个 class. The top class is super rich. 就是那些 royal family, super rich one. Then the 4th class 就是那种 super poor, 就是那种 beggar 啦，就是没有读书的那种 uneducated. You know what they call them? The untouchable class. Cannot touch them. The moment you touch them, 你会很倒霉的嘞。董星现在是 21st century They are still practicing this Now, as I speak to you now, they are still practicing. 你跟我讲那个国家怎么发达他们对女人在那边是好像 like nothing 嘞。而且他讲说如果你要减肥，你去印度你去吃街边的东西，你马上 diarrhea I like the way you say it. 他们用那个手啊，没有洗手，没有洗脚，那个用脚来再按那个煎饼啊。Oh my God, seriously. And then the fly, the bees 啊，那个 fly 还在那边哦，他把它赶走，那个 fly 也有些哦，那个 fly 死在那个食物也这样吃诶。而且那个 river called Ganges River 哦，懂性？那个 river 哦，所谓他们是神圣的 river，好像我们的黄河跟长江哦，你懂那个 river 在里面，那边大便、小便、吐啊、拉屎什么，他们在那边冲凉哎，洗澡、洗衣服、喝水。I can't imagine. I really can't imagine. Seriously. I really, okay, I give up. But we write the thin blue line, making life and death choice every day. My split-second decision will be criticized in every way. Correct. The split-second is whether you handcuff the person, you're going to knee-jack the person, you're going to shoot the person, you're going to taser the person. Well, very sad, huh? Yeah, I agree. Every time I see the TikTok, the way they do the thing, oh my horrible. 而且他们吃饭在地上吃饭呢，女孩子在吃饭。Oh my God! And then 那个 India 哦，那边有很多老鼠跑来跑去啊，他们在那边煮东西，那个老鼠在吃东西啊，它还在煮哎。And then they can say this one has been for many years, for many generations. The rat has been running about in the temple. 我们吃的都没有事情啊，我们都是好好的。Yeah, because you are there, the disease is already inside your body already. Your immune system is there. Their belief 懂性已经是走火入魔了。You know what I mean? Too much already. They cannot take it on. And please, that is their religions. We are not here to criticize them. If they think it is, it is. Goosebump. 我跟你讲, you lost my appetite. But until you walk in my shoes, 就是你来我做我这份工作, my job, and see what I've seen, you can't possibly imagine the stress of my sin and sin. Although we are on a pedestrian, we are people just like you. On the outside, we may bleed red, very angry, bleed like blood, but deep down we bleed blue. Red means that you might think that we always want to kill people, want to torture people, want to make people, but no. When we put on a uniform, we are actually protecting life. Well, talking what you're saying that we are so bad. You see, it's going to end soon. We better be patient a bit. At last, it's the end of my shift. Finally, time to get some sleep. Think I only need 4 hours to maintain my upkeep. 4 hours of sleep. With all my EJs and OT is overtime. EJs, I can't remember. I don't know what they're referring to. I mean, I think it's extra something. Extra journey. Weighing my body thin, drowsy and tired. Of course, I still hold up my chin. So as a police officer, no matter how tired we are, we cannot show the public that we are tired. We must portray that we are still very energetic. I walk into each bedrooms and kiss my family goodnight. So thankful to God that I have survived another night. With all the controversy and assumptions, you may not like what I do, but at the end of the day, I will lay down my life for you. Wow, I like the last sentence. It really portrays. So when you're reading a poem like this, usually the first 4 sentences and the last 4 sentences, take note down for any poem, is a true meaning of the entire poem to talk about a police officer not only sacrificing his life, not only protecting the country, but his life is at danger at any moment. When the moment he put on the uniform, he step on the street, anything can happen to him. He might next day die, the family go and collect his body, or he can kill somebody's son and daughter that is a suspect, or maybe accidentally killed someone out of something. A dirty job indeed. So this one, remember, you're supposed to form sentences, so I hold on to that. So every month we have different grammar to practice. So this one here, you're supposed to put it here. So now, editing. As usual, the editing, my method is every 3 words. I know Fiona, you use that for your editing, you got full marks, but not always that lucky. But be careful. Okay, once you see a comma there, you cut. So you cut every 3 words. When it's a comma, you cut. So it's 1, 2, 3, cut. 1, 2, 3, cut. So 2. 1, 2, 3, the full stop, cut. Comma, cut. 1, 2, 3, cut. 1, 2, 3. Just nice. 3 words and comma, cut. So we call GPS, Dong Sing. G stand for write down, G stand for grammar, and P stand for prepositions. In the editing, we definitely have a 1 or 2 prepositions, and S stand for the structure of English. Like for example, 跳下去, 喝下去. 喝下去, we don't say drink go down, right? 跳下去, we don't say jump go down, right? Broken English, right? So 我们讲喝下去, we say drink. 跳下去, jump. Okay, you may start now. So ask yourself, what is this topic about? Is it about health, about war, about natural disaster, about terrorism, about food? So you must check your grammar. Grammar, we're talking about is, as, was, were, past tense, present tense, future tense, perfect tense, past continuous tense. Preposition will be in, on top, above, under, between, opposite, near, beside. Structure of English is that when you read the word, does it make sense? If it doesn't make sense, that means it's got to do with grammatical error. Okay? I'll come back to you in 2 minutes' time. I'm going to get some water. Dong Sing, you okay? Then, because we are using this method called tree, cut tree. C-U-T, cut. Tree as in T-H-R-E-E. Cut every 3 words to find your grammar mistake, prepositions, and structure of English. So for example, this one here. Do you think there's any mistake? If there's no mistake, you put a tick here, okay? If there's a mistake here, for example, is that contrary of what? Maybe this is an of or problem, you put in, for example, or is it because are related? Okay, if you see are related, this definitely correct because past tense of other foods. Do you think it's a food no S or got S? I leave it to you. In the Lagumi is like nuts, families including or included or includes peas, full stop already. So cut now, full stop. Once you cut a full stop, you have to cut already. Peanuts grow or peanuts growing or grown in a fascinating manner or fascination manner or fascinated manner. They actually started or they actually starting or out or in has an above ground food. Okay, get it? So when you read, you have to analyze within yourself every 3 words. So a good sentence is between 12 to 15 words. That is my formula, and it's also in my books. If you look at my beginning of that's the book, Fiona, I'm going to sell. Only left 7 books. I printed 80 to 100 books. So surprisingly, one of my ex-China students in Singapore, and 他现在做这个嘞，他在新加坡开一间做眉毛跟什么的，哇，他每天做吃好吃的嘞。在以前在学校他就是那种读书这样他做到眉毛，哇，他现在是国际的嘞。他帮我卖了20本书在中国。His name is Tiffany. A few months ago, I met up with her. You know what she's driving? Merc and Audi. How old is she? 31岁。You see? 要刻苦耐劳。Okay, I come back to you. Thank you, Wenpei and Fiona. 他每天坐飞机好像坐 MRT 这样。他开一间那个 manicure 跟 pedicure， 你懂吗？你们女孩子最喜欢的，在那个 Bugis 那边。And he's one of the judge for international one, together with Korean. You know Korean. Wenpei and Fiona, can you send your answer to the group to allow Dong Xing to take a look? Because you don't send one by one, you send one shot.
Yeah, I think we sent to the group.
Okay, thank you, thank you. 我现在在中学very 普通，哇，他忽然间真的是女大18变。Are you done, Dong Xing? No stress.
I don't know like how to type it out.
Oh, you type 1, then you hit, is it enter? If you're not, how you do the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10? You hit enter, is it shift enter or enter shift? Shift enter, right? You type 1, then answer, then you put shift enter number 2, then you type the answer, shift enter, will go to number 3.
Okay.
Don't stress, don't stress. But you really got the answer already, Can you write on the paper? If not, some of the students write on the paper and WhatsApp me. Okay, send to my handphone. Can I go? Hey, the two of you think of the plus minus time divide now. Okay, go. So we can end the lesson early. Fiona, use the plus minus time and divide.
Was that before the army and police one?
Yes.
Oh.
Think, and also think about my proposal, my business proposal for you on the 30th of November. Go to the website and take a look. There are two. One is the marketplace in MBS. Okay, and then please, because you are still underage, ask your parents to take a look.收到了吗？ I said no, sorry， 董事不好意思，你 send 的哈 ，thanks to 董事，收到了吗 ，Fiona？ I sent the WhatsApp to you already. You see that?
My phone's not with me right now. I can go see later.
Okay, that's the MBS. Damn huge. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's go for the answer. So the n can see So the first one is number one is n change to the and ever popular. It should be and the ever popular the. Why I choose the? Because the means it's confirmed, it's a fixed one. And then you realize they put their prepositions of change to do. Just I give you the hint, right? Dong Sing. Remember the of what, right? You see to what, right? To what their names imply, right? To. Okay, preposition. Number three is take. So how you know it's take or Dong Sing? When you check, there's no grammar problem, there's no preposition problem, there's no structure. It sounds like your GPS of a car, 对吗, Dong Sing? Or anything is like GPS. This is the first time you learn like this, right? Correct, Dong Sing? Please, keep your mouth shut, keep quiet. Don't share with your friends. I got this student do this, cut. And then he forgot to erase. So you always feel this editing about 2 or 3 marks. Then suddenly, because of this method, it scores 7 upon 10 and forget to cut. You know what happened? The teacher shared the ideas with the whole class. So sorry, be selfish. Do not share. Okay? You only share only when you're successful. But anyway, don't say not everyone like the methods. Some after 1 year, 6 months decided not to do this. He said, I already know already, Uncle Raymond. Some of them say, no, this method too troublesome. I don't want. Fair enough. My job is to give you as many methods. I leave it to you like COD, right? You want to carry your sniper, your grenade, your shotgun, your machine gun, your bayonet, your knife. How you kill, or you want to carry a bazooka, you kill your enemy. Of course, you attack your enemy far away, you use a machine gun or bazooka, right? But if it's a very close contact, you use a shotgun and kill, correct or not? Or a knife to kill. You don't use a grenade, right? Can you use a grenade, 你就跟他同甘一尽，同甘一尽是吗？一起死吗？对不对？ Okay, get it answer already? Wenpei, can you read the correct answer to the class, please? We spare the top for Dong Xing. Okay, come. Read the correct. Peanuts are almost.
Where?
这边宝贝 peanuts.
Peanuts are almost ubiquitous.
Ubiquitous. That means 怎么讲？家喻户晓
in the United States culture. Baseball games, circus, elephant.
By the way, circle no more already, huh? They cut down, you know, right? Because they say they're abusive of the animals. And recently, the elephant, lion, tiger, and those animals sent an email to Uncle Raymond to ask me to protect them for not going for the circus. Yeah, don't give me this kind of look, lah. Carry on. Cocktail snacks.
Cocktail snacks, and an ever popular peanut
Read the correct
butter.
answer. Read the correct answer. The correct answer.
And the ever popular peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Yet, contrary to what their name implies,
Hello, you're frozen. 哎呀，每次这样嘞，他很可怜的，每次那个 WiFi frozen。Sorry 啊，董卿 can you continue for me? Technically, peanuts.
Technically, peanuts are not nuts. They are legumes
Legumes.
and are related to other foods in the legume
It's
family.
okay. Wenpei, I know you're always lagging or high Wi-Fi. Don't stress, Wenpei. It's okay. Don't worry. So I asked Dong Xin to continue. Don't mind.
Family including peas, lentils, and other beans. Peanuts grow in
Read the correct answer.
or other beans. Nuts grow in a
You see
vicinity
other beans correct now. You see other beans, that means there are more than one beans correct now. Right? Realize that if you use the 3 words, you will see the different 1, 2, 3 cut. And then peas, a lot, right? Then this one also. See 1, 2, 3. So you see other peas. They're doing this one. Okay, go.
They actually start out as an above ground flower that due
It
to
cannot be
its
past tense correct now. They actually start, right? That means the past and now and the future, they still start. So cannot be past tense. So it's tense, which is grammar. Carry on.
due to its heavy weight bends towards the ground. The flower eventually burrows underground, which is where the peanut actually matures. In the 19th century, peanuts experienced a great gain in popularity in the
Realize that
United
the reading
States.
the structure. This is where the structure come in. Dong Xin. You see, peanuts experience a great gain in popular in the United States. 是你读的是不是怪怪？很怪怪哦。That's what I mean by structure. 就像好像喝下去 ，you don't say drink go down，对吗？I mean literally you say in Chinese 喝下去 means drink go down， 跳下去 jump go down。You don't say that. But same thing is that you see underground. Sorry. Yeah, peanuts experience a great gains in popularity in the United States. So when you read more often, now you understand why I want my student to talk a lot. Once you talk a lot, when you come to editing, all these things is like very smooth one. And somehow if you cut every 3 words, you will get it in popular. 有点不对吗？它的音又不对 then 读了怪怪啊。Okay, that is called the structure of English. Carry on, my dear.
Thanks to 2 people. The first was George Washington Carver, who not only
cannot be which
suggested
side. 为什么不是 which side？ 为什么是 who 呢？ Because George Washington is a human being. Which is for non-living thing. Hello, brother. How can you put the non-living thing and someone is George Washington? Is he the first president of the United States? My cousin? What, you're racist? My cousin cannot be white man. Carry on.
suggested that farmers plant peanuts to replace
You see the
their
word to
cotton
now?
fields.
You see the word to? So with the to, you cannot put past tense, correct now? You know right? Now you don't believe you cut every 3, you cut, you see. Suggested that farmer, okay, from here, and because the next line, you always start from the next line. Okay, so next line, see, plants by peanut to replace their cotton fields. But also, you see, you see the word to, you cut already, replace, if you say replacing their cotton field, to replacing their cotton field, okay, but cannot be past tense. Carry on. That's all. Sorry, carry on. Last sentence. But also
invented 300 users for this legume among the
Legumi
most
among.
legume among the most notable was peanut butter.
Yes, I love peanut butter. Seriously, I love peanut butter so much. Okay, gentlemen and ladies, let's talk about the plus minus time now. Then we end the lesson. Thank you very much. Oh, by the way, how many you got correct, Tong Sing? Can you count how many you got correct?
6.
Thank you. Wenpei. Fiona.
8.
Thank you, Wenpei. How many?
10.
10啊。你偷看的，他用 ChatGPT AI 鸡蛋糕，他用 AI copy 的。Okay, sorry. I just pulling your leg. Okay, come. Fiona, will you mind start first the plus minus time divide? Let's go.
So from my perspective, I think that the people in the army are
Okay.
more important.
No. Using the plus minus time and divide to
The
talk.
plus means more important plus.
Oh, more important. Oh, 我听成 more important. 听错，对不起。More important. Okay, so additional. The army is more important. So okay, additional.
Which basically also means that to me is that the people in the like the normal police force are less important but it doesn't make them less like intelligent or something. I mean, in a way they're both important, and that the government should spend like more money
Emphasize.
times multiply like spend like more money and emphasize on like how important the army personnel and the people in the police and the police are, how important they are.
So you use the plus and multiply. What about the minus and divide?
I already use minus.
What's the minus?
Police are less important.
Oh, you use that minus. Okay, fair enough. Good. How about divide?
I think that Singapore is very, very smart to split the like the police force into like different troops, like the people, like there's a group in like Woodlands and
Different division.
different divisions.
Like Lima, I'm in the Woodland division. Thank you very much. Well done. Back to you, Wenpei. The longer you take, the longer we end on. So faster.
The plus is
Don't lag. I'm very scared of the lagging.
the police. No, wait. The police protects the country.
That's plus point. Okay.
And then the minus is they have to,
Who is the they?
the police. The police have to work very hard, so like, and they witness a lot of bad things.
Okay, negative effect. Okay, very good. Negative, so minus. Okay, so you got plus and minus. How about the multiply and divide?
Multiply is what's multiply again?
Multiplication. The multiply effect. When you study math, you don't know. 2 times 2 is 4. Multiply. Exponential. Increment.
Yeah, I know that, but like,
How to use it in words, right?
yeah.
Okay, then you do the divide first lah.
The divide is that the police
I come back to you. Dong Sing, your turn. I come back to you for the multiply and divide. Think. Dong Sing, go.
I think the army is more important than the police because like the army, they always have to witness disgusting stuff like killing like other people.
Okay, fair enough. So it's a plus or minus. So it's a plus point for army.
Yeah. And
Okay.
then like the army also divide into like different groups and categories.
Yes, the
Like
Air Force,
some
the Land Force, and the Sea Force. 知道？海陆空三军，对。Yeah, come on, carry on.
how do you do the times?
You decide. You don't tell me. You are not MOE student. You are international student. If you ask me question, that means you are an MOE student. You are not. You are international student. I can help you, but I don't want. I want you to die. I want you to feel. I want you to feel that. Oh, like that. Get it now? So this is a class for you to feel. Don't worry，讲错不用紧，我们可以重来的。Don't worry。你没有讲就是没有学，对不对？哦，不用怕。讲那些会讲你 plus 你
So like the army like have to protect our country while the police is just like inside our country protecting the inside of our country while the army like protects the outside of our country.
So
Like
what got
from
to do with the minus and time?
Like I'm just saying that the army is like more important than the police.
Okay, so there's a plus point, okay? And then you divide the army into three categories, right? The Air Force, the Land Force, and the Sea Force. What of the multiply and the minus?
The police is less like better than the army.
So it's negative, huh?
Yeah.
How about the multiply?
The government should like deploy more army to like
Very good.
concentrate on the army more than on the police.
So it's a triple the force, 4 times the force,
Yeah.
2 times the force. Well done. So Wenbei, got the idea now? Thank you to Dong Xin to give you some hint. So the more you cannot say, I will delay. So you must complete go. Yeah, this is to teach you time management and the brain power. Go, come on, come on.
Okay, multiply is when more people, oh my gosh, what the hell? When more people join the army to like better protect the country.
And it's true, stop there. Well done. Because of aging populations, we are getting lesser and lesser people to join the police, the army, the SDDM. So we have to multiply the speed. You know why? To get foreigner to come in. And then change to become a PR citizen and Singaporean citizen. Well done. Then give me an idea. And you will learn this in Set 3 and Set 4 in social study. Carry on.
Divide is when
you know about the multiply when Sir Stamford Raffles got no choice, William Farquhar got no choice. He had to get the soldiers from different parts of the colonies to come into Singapore. It's just like during World War II, when the soldiers want to fight with the Japanese, right? So divide, eh? Like what just now Fiona said, right? Divide into division, correct now?
when the soldiers, when the police die, I guess.
Die? What talk you?
No.
What talk you? What police die? 你要 curse 我也不要 curse 到这样，我死吗？ Why don't you say divide responsibility?
Yeah, okay, divide responsibility.
You're lagging.
Is when the police like work together and then some of them they divide responsibilities among
Why don't you
themselves.
say the police and the soldier divide their responsibility into internal security and what?
External.
Thank you.